Hello everybody, welcome back to a Chart Nerd technical analysis video. Today we will be discussing the likes of TEL coin. Now, it's been about 3 or 4 weeks since I've done some coverage on the project, and in that space of time there's been some ridiculously bullish news. If you are a TEL coin holder or a TEL coin fan, I'm sure you are aware, but if you are not informed as of yet, TEL coin has gained the approval of the Nebraska banking license, and this is the first of its kind in the US. Absolutely bullish. Now, one thing I wanted to break down in the charts today is why this approval's timing is so impeccable. So without further ado, let's dive into the content, and nothing that I say is financial advice. So coming over to the monthly time frame, and why I think the timing of the approval is so impeccable is because TEL coin looks to be gearing up for a move that was very similar to its prior cycle, where from December all the way until May it pumped a whopping 50,000%. So to start off, if I just get a simple bars pattern on from this local high where it had the crash into December and then into the new year of 2021, it did not stop until May 2021, right? It had a 5-month impulsive move, which was a 50,000% move. If we're to replicate something very similar here, guys, we could be looking to push to 21 cents and the 1272 fib extension with a very similar move. We have a monthly bull cross that is forming right now. You can see that the 20 is creeping up and the 55 as well. If the 20 crosses the 55, this is an extremely bullish signal and we should not ignore it. Now, if we look at this correction here, which was from June, you can see that we followed the structure pretty much identical from the prior correction in August that led all the way to December/January before getting the breakout. So we're following suit very, very nicely, near enough identical. You can even see that November, the candle was almost, if not the same size as what it was in regards to January of 2021. Now, admittedly, January continued and February was just an extremely bullish month and it continued to push higher. However, for the last 3 months where we've come into the end of the year in 2024, you can see that we've been coiling up underneath a level of resistance. Now, this resistance is the 050 at 0.0074. Now, once I think this bullish cross forms, which these EMAs have the potential to force us through this resistance, we're sort of squeezing here between the EMAs, right? We've got the EMAs below, and then we've got this resistance that we've been under for 4 months. We're getting a squeeze initially right now between the EMAs and this resistance. If the EMAs can force us up here and eventually get the break, I think we follow a similar pattern to this bars pattern and the rinse repeat of what we did last cycle. And if we do, you can see it pushes us up to the 1272, which would be a breakout target once we actually clear the all-time high and enter price discovery. So I think this rapid move could take us up to sort of March, April, maybe May, and TEL coin could eventually get to 20 cents. Now, this catalyst for the move again is the Nebraska banking license approval. It's happened right under this key resistance where we've broken out. We're hovering around for a few months under the 050, but we have a monthly bull cross beneath us. We're above those EMAs. We've had the wick down to support on multi-year support for a third point of contact in September, and we're missing the third point of contact on resistance. So we've got the ascending resistance line, which is confluence with 21 cents. You've got the bars pattern and the rinse repeat move from 2020/2021, which brings you up to 19 cents. And we've got the 1272, which is 21 cents once we clear the all-time high. So right there in its own, you've got 3 confluence points that tie up to pushing towards 21 cents. You've got the bull cross, you've got the 1272 fib extension, you've got the multi-year resistance, you've got the third point of contact that is missing. And again, as I previously said, the last point of contact on multi-year resistance was the bull market high. The last point of contact on multi-year support was the one of the higher lows from the bull market lows. Now, initially, TEL coin had a huge sort of foundational accumulation range, which is why I think this impulsive move is going to be so ferocious. We had a 2 to 3 year period of which you can see we were just sort of hovering sideways, accumulating, and it took 4 years from the June high to get to September 2024, 4 long years to actually get to this contact point, which was in so much demand. And this was a key demand zone. And since such, that support retest led to that impulsive candle, which is potentially this candle here and replication of January in 2021. So just to get that bars pattern back on for us, guys, from this high retracing back down to December and then getting the push to May, just dragging that across, you can see that everything just sort of fits near enough to an exact T. Okay, now again, this doesn't have to play out, not financial advice, but we do need to see the breakout of the 050 at 0.0074. If we can get that and this bull cross forms and the EMAs are forcefully pushing us up here, I think the next few months could be very, very explosive for TEL coin. Now, bear in mind, this move isn't the same sort of returns as the prior one. I think this was like a 50,000% move. If we are to see continuation from the targets from the price we are at now and going up to 21 cents, you're looking at about a 30x move, guys. Absolutely fantastic returns. And I think this just, again, coincides with the timing that's so impeccable. You've got the bull cross that's forming. You've broken out of key accumulation. You've had the third point of contact on multi-year support. We're waiting for that third point of contact on multi-year resistance, which ties up with the 1272 and this bars pattern with the monthly bull cross. I've probably repeated myself about 100 times, but I can't contain my excitement. Now, I could be completely wrong, guys. Please do not take this as financial advice, but the charts look extremely healthy. We are in prime time right now, and with TEL coin being an American-based asset and Trump being very, very pro-crypto on the digital front, I think we have a very good chance here of seeing some exponential returns coming into the later parts of 2025. So nothing that I say is financial advice, guys. From Chart Nerd TA, take care. Peace out.